Hey everybody, welcome to my barbecue shack. I'm Jess, and today we're doing baby back ribs on the Yoder smoker. Okay, what I like to do is I like to rinse them off first a little bit, and then after I'm done rinsing them, let me grab a piece of paper towel. I grab a couple pieces of paper towel, and I just pat them dry. Make sure to get them all around. You don't want a lot of moisture on there. You want to get them as dry as possible. And then you need to pull that membrane off the back. No, here, let me pull from this end. There, I think I got it started there. Let me just pull and hopefully it all comes off. There's one down. I'll try this one here. See if we can get this one as good as that last one. Yeah, I think it's coming. There we go. There. Now, for the next step, we're just going to take a little mustard and rub them down. We're using the mustard as a binder. It's going to help the rub stick to the ribs. And also I like it too because it's yellow, so you can see if you missed a spot. Now the first thing we're going to start out with is a little bit of a salt, pepper, garlic rub, just to use as a base, not a lot. And then next I'm going to go with the sweet rub over the top of that. Nice coat of that. This is one of my favorites, sweet rub of mine. It's really good. And I just kind of pat it in a little bit. Trying not to miss anything. Just like a nice medium coat. And then, on top of that, I'm going to go with the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub. So I think the hot and the sweet really make a good combination. Now, just flip them over and repeat. I'm going to trim this one down a little bit. You got that sticking up there. I don't like that. This will just help it cook a little more even. This is kind of sticking up too. Trim that down a little bit. So first the mustard. Then a little bit of the AP, Killer Hogs all-purpose seasoning. It's a salt, pepper, garlic. And on top of that, the sweet rub. Nice medium coat. Try not to miss anything. Bob's Hot Barbecue Rub. I got it in a AP jar, but it's actually because I ordered the hot barbecue rub. I ordered a 5-pound bag, so I needed something to put it in. So I put it in this jar right here. There. Now we're gonna let them sit. Don't want to miss anything. There. I think that's good. Now we're gonna let them sit and sweat while the rub starts to pull the moisture out a little bit. And while they're doing that, I'm gonna come over here and start the Yoder. Let that come up to temperature. I'm gonna set it for, I think I'm gonna set it for about 240, maybe 245. There. Now, we'll let that come up to temperature and we'll be back in a minute. Hey everybody, it's been about 25 minutes, we're back. And as you can see, the Yoder is up to temperature. It's holding a nice temperature. Our ribs are ready. You can see they're really starting to sweat. The rub is really starting to get absorbed into the meat, and at the same time it's starting to draw the moisture out. So I think we're ready to get them on the smoker. So I'll just come over here. I put them on this nice rack that's going to make them a lot easier to handle to get them on and off. And I'm just going to put them like right in the middle and close it. I'm going to put this in the sink. And what I like to do is I like to just grab my phone and just start a timer. You know, we're not really going by time, but I like to, you know, it's nice to look and see, you know, see how long it's been on there. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna leave them on for about 2 hours. Hopefully they're ready to wrap. So we'll see you again in 2 hours and check our progress. And now it's been about 2 hours. The smoker's still holding steady at about 245. It says 246 right now. And I think the ribs are ready to wrap. How I can tell when I like to wrap them is when I do the swipe. I swipe across them, and if it comes out clean, then you know that they're ready to be wrapped. So I'm gonna take them off now, and I'm gonna go put them on the table over here. And I'll close the smoker. By the way, I used a mixture of hickory and cherry pellets on the smoker. I think that does works real good for any type of barbecue pork, and that's what I'm using today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start out with a little bit of brown sugar in the bottom of the tin foil, and then on top of that, I'm going to do a little drizzle of honey, and then I'm going to shoot some barbecue sauce on there. Take the ribs, and I'm going to lay them meat side down. So then I'm using 2 layers. I like to use 2 layers of tin foil, because that way the bones don't poke through or anything. And I wrap them like this because in the end you're going to want to be able to open them back up fairly easily for when you check them. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. With this slab, brown sugar. Well, this one might not get as much honey as the last one. That's okay, I think you got enough on there. And some barbecue sauce. Another thing you can do after you put the ribs on there, if you want, you can do a little splash of barbecue sauce on the back side of the ribs too. It's not entirely necessary, but if you want to you want to do it, you can. And wrap them. Fold the ends over. Now I'm just going to put them back on the rack and get them back on the cooker. Now, it's going to take about another hour. Where I usually shoot for an internal of 202, 205, something like that. So we'll get them back on here. And we'll come back in about another hour. Thanks. Okay, we are back. And it's actually been over an hour. It's been about an hour and a half. And I think the ribs are just about done. We're looking for an internal temperature of about 205. Turn my thermometer on. Yeah, we're over 200. I'm about 203. So I'm gonna say we take them off. Bring them over to the counter here. And now is where we put some barbecue sauce on them. See, we got some nice pullback on the bones here. Here, let me get this pan. Put it under here. Drip all over the counter. We'll get it on the pan there. Here's the next one.
It's blurry.
There we go. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit them with some barbecue sauce. Brush that on. All over. Now what I like to do to really get that barbecue sauce to tack up nice is I'm going to just put a little sprinkle of rub over the top of that. I got the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub here. And then we will put them right back on for about another 15-20 minutes. Let them get nice and sticky. We'll see you when they're done. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes, 20-25 minutes, and I think that's enough time for the barbecue sauce to get good and sticky. Yeah, and I think they're ready to come off now. Looking really good. You can see the bones pulling back on it. You can see the meat pulling away from the bones, and it's just everything looks really good. So we'll set those over here and let them rest for a while. And then when we come back, you'll get to see me cut into them and take a bite. Okay, we are ready to cut into these. I'm just going to turn it over and cut between the bones here. Oh, these look good. You can see how nice they are. Look at that. The bones just come right out nice and clean. I have to get a bite here. See that? See how good that is? You got that smoke ring. I'm gonna take a bite. That is good. That is a good rib. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Had as much fun as I'm gonna have eating them. We'll see you next time. Bye.